April 24, 1943. The sun beats down on the Tunisian countryside. For the men of the 2nd Battalion, Sherwood Foresters, the heat is the least of their worries. Explosions rock the earth, forcing the British infantrymen to hug the bottom of their shallow trenches. They are pinned down. Among them is Sergeant John Oscroft. Before the war, he worked in a hosiery factory. Now, he's holding one of the most terrifying weapons on the battlefield, a PIAT. It's a crude spring-loaded launcher, and he knows that to survive this day, he's going to have to use it. Just 300 yards away, the source of their nightmare is clearly visible. A squadron of German panzers, nestled in a hold-down position, methodically pounds their hill, and leading them is a beast. A name whispered with dread by every Allied soldier, a Tiger. The Tiger tank was the apex predator of the early war, with its thick, sloped armor and the legendary 88mm gun. It could outrun, outgun, and outlast almost anything the Allies could field. For a single infantryman with a PIAT, going up against one was a suicide mission. The German High Command valued these machines so highly that crews were given explosives to destroy their own tank rather than let it be captured. But today, these foresters aren't trying to capture one. They're just trying to survive. The German infantry, emboldened by their steel giants, launch a charge up the hill, showing incredible discipline. The foresters rise from their trenches and unleash a torrent of rifle and machine gun fire. The attack falters. A second charge is met with the same result. The resolve of the British soldiers is unbreakable. But the panzers keep up their suppression, and the battalion is stuck inside the lead Tiger, number 131. The commander is furious. 2 waves of his infantry wiped out. He decides that if his men can't take the hill, his tank will. He gives the order, and the Tiger lurches forward, charging straight at the foresters. Up on the hill, the cry goes up, Tiger, machine guns, open fire. Their bullets pinging harmlessly off the massive steel plates. Men scramble out of its path. In the distance, a troop of British Churchill tanks sees the threat emerge. They take aim and fire. The first shot falls short, tragically hitting an Allied supply carrier. The German commander spots the new threat Panthers, 500 meters. He knows his tank's frontal armor is its strongest. He instantly abandons the assault, pulling back behind the ridge to present his thickest hide to the British tanks. The Churchills fire again. A shell pings off Tiger 131's side, doing nothing but startling the crew. The Tiger re-emerges, takes aim, and fires. Its 88mm shell flies true, punching straight through a Churchill and turning it into an inferno. The British 57mm guns return fire, but their shells bounce off the Tiger's thick skin like pebbles. And that's when Sergeant Oscroft sees his chance. The Tiger has pulled back, maneuvering behind a small hillock to get another shot at the Churchills. For a moment, it's exposed. One of his comrades shouts, "Go for it, John." One man, one PIAT, against a 60-ton steel beast. Oscroft doesn't hesitate. He sprints forward, crawling over the crest of the hill. He sees the Tiger below him, its engine roaring. He creeps closer, heart pounding, but before he can get into range, the Tiger moves. It peeks back over the ridge, its attention focused on the British tanks. Oscroft takes a deep breath. He raises his PIAT, aims for the vulnerable engine deck, and pulls the trigger. The bomb arcs through the air, and it's a hit, but his hope turns to horror. The warhead slams into the turret and bounces off. There's a bad angle, a glancing blow. It does nothing. The Tiger stops. Slowly, deliberately, the massive turret begins to rotate. The gaping maw of the 88mm gun swings around until it's staring directly at Oscroft's position. Time seems to freeze. Oscroft dives for cover, scrambling amongst the rocks and tall grass. He holds his breath. The German crew scans the hillside, but they see nothing. After a tense moment, the turret rotates back to face the Churchills. The Tiger has bigger problems. The German commander repositions again, determined to finish off the British tanks. This time, the Sherwood Foresters are ready. The crew of an abandoned Pack 38 they found earlier has managed to get it operational. As the Tiger crests the hill, it's met by a coordinated barrage. The pack opens fire alongside the remaining Churchills. A shell from the pack slams into the Tiger's turret. It doesn't penetrate, but it strikes the gun mantlet with immense force, jamming the gun's elevation. A fraction of a second later, a Churchill's 57mm shell finds its mark. It zips under the barrel and glances off, deflecting into the gap between the turret and the mantlet. It doesn't punch through, but the force sends a shower of white-hot metal fragments sprang into the fighting compartment. The driver, gunner, and radio operator are all hit. The commander, seeing his crew wounded and his tank crippled, makes the split-second decision his training demands: bail out. The loader and commander throw open their hatches and drag their wounded comrades out. They barely make it to safety before another Churchill shell punches straight through the loader's open hatch, gutting the interior. The German crew is now running for their lives. In the chaos, in the desperate scramble to escape, they forget their final, crucial order. They forget to set the charges to destroy the Tiger. On the hill, the Sherwood Foresters watch in disbelief as the German infantry retreat and the remaining panzers pull back, leaving their most prized assets stranded just yards from their trenches. When the dust settled, a recovery team moved in. What they found was extraordinary. Tiger 131 was largely intact. Its engine was good, its gun was functional, the interior damage was minimal. It was the first undamaged, fully operational Tiger I to fall into Allied hands, a gift wrapped in German steel. It was shipped to Tunis, where Winston Churchill and King George VI themselves came to see this wonderweapon. The intelligence gained from studying its armor, its ergonomics, and its weaknesses was invaluable to the Allied war effort. And what of Sergeant John Oscroft? After the war, he returned home and went back to working in the hosiery factory, a quiet, humble man who, for one terrifying moment, faced down a legend. Today, Tiger 131 lives at the Tank Museum in Bovington, England. Restored to full working order, it still bears the scars of that fateful battle, permanent reminder of the day the Invincible beast was brought down. It even became a movie star, appearing as the nemesis in the film Fury, standing opposite Brad Pitt. Apologies to Brad, but the real star is, and always will be, this tank. Tiger 131 is the only operating original Tiger I tank in the entire world. The museum brings it to life twice a year for their incredible Tiger Day events, drawing crowds from across the globe. If you ever get the chance to see it roar across the field, take it. It's a piece of history you'll never forget. A massive thank you to the Tank Museum for their help with our research. Any errors in this story are entirely our own. If you enjoyed this deep dive into a single, incredible moment in history, please like and subscribe. And click here to watch more of our videos. Thanks for watching.